Well, they're saying that it was a bad, bad, bad night for polling. That was Chris Hayes. Those were his words, commentator at MSNBC, a couple of nights ago on the eve of the presidential election, after the results started to come in and people were left wondering what in the world happened. All the polls showed Biden winning quite comfortably, very easily, by double digits, in fact. However, as I have been describing in my videos, and as I warned in my last video, 4 days before the election, I said, warning, watch the polls. There's going to be something wrong with them. I predicted this. And I'm one of the few political commentators in the United States that I'm aware of, if not the only one, who has made this such a big issue and has been talking about it and who predicted it before it happened, for this election, in which we are still in the middle. Biden and Trump are so close right now that it hasn't been officially called, and we're 2 days after the vote. People, pundits, political insiders, folks, political operatives who are paid a lot of money to know this are all standing around stunned, wondering, how could this be? How could these polls be so inaccurate? How can they be so wrong? And what they're not understanding is the polls and the people who responded to them aren't the problem. The problem is the vote tallies have been altered. The votes are getting flipped electronically. It's notoriously easy to hack an e-voting machine. It's been done. It's been shown to be done. You can go on the internet, you can go on Google and look up videos and see people hack into an e-voting machine in 10 minutes flat. Now, if a hacker acting on his or her own, who's an amateur, can hack an e-voting machine in 10 minutes, what do you think a highly sophisticated intelligence operation, for example, based in Moscow and working at Vladimir Putin's direction, could do? What do you think they could pull off? They have some of the most sophisticated cyber warriors, cyber sabotage specialists in the world. Now, some of you have responded to my videos, comments with very supportive descriptions and agreement with what I'm telling you today and what I've been telling you. A few others, mostly those who support Trump, have said, well, Tom, who are you relying on? What are you relying on to base your decisions upon, and what are you basing this commentary on? Well, there have been a lot of congressional reports available publicly which describe high-level foreign interference in our elections. There was one by Robert Mueller. There were several others by congressional committees. They're all available to you to go and look at and read through. Hundreds and hundreds of pages of documentation showing what I'm saying now, that there has been massive, sustained, uncontrolled, and sophisticated attacks upon our democracy and our voting systems by the Russians, possibly by the Iranians and Chinese, but for the most part, the Russians. There is also an author. His name is Malcolm Nance. He wrote a book called The Plot to Betray America. In fact, he's written 3 books on the subject, some of which are New York Times bestsellers. He spent 35 years in intelligence. He has national security figures in his inner circle. He knows folks who work for the FBI, the CIA, the National Security Agency. He talks to them. He relied on them for the books that he wrote. And in those books, he says exactly what I'm telling you. So if you want more details, you want more facts, you want more evidence, you want more to look at, to hold in your hand, go and look up Malcolm Nance. He has written the books. He's literally written the book on the subject. He's one of the world's leading experts now on Russian interference in our elections. So, where does that leave us today? I told you guys, I've told many of you, watch the polls. There's something wrong. This isn't what it appears. And now we're in the middle of it, and most of America is standing around wondering what is going on. Well, those of you who've been watching my show, watching my video, relying on the commentary I've provided, you guys know. You guys know what 99% of America doesn't. You know why the polls have had shown Biden winning many of those battleground states by double digits. Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Why didn't it materialize? This is why. The votes have been altered. And in every case, when there's a discrepancy between the polls and the actual reported results, in every single case, it has benefited one man, Donald J. Trump, the traitor to America. Donald J. Trump. All the evidence, all the reports, all the committee documents, all the research, it all shows the same thing. Donald Trump has been actively colluding with his hero, Vladimir Putin, and Putin's sophisticated team of cyber sabotage specialists to hack into these easily hacked e-voting machines, change the outcome, and alter the results of the presidential election. Now, it happened in 2016, and it's happening right now today as I speak. It's frustrating to me. It's angering me. I'm upset. I know a lot of you are as well. I've been talking to a lot of people online through this channel, commentary, some folks emailing. Everyone is freaked out. And you have a right to be freaked out. This shouldn't be happening. Our democracy is under attack. I've said it over and over and over again. We're under attack. And I thought somebody somewhere, Biden's team, U.S. intelligence, somebody would be responding to this threat and preventing it. Apparently that didn't happen. Because, as I said a moment ago, the polls showed one thing, all indicating a Biden victory, a strong Biden victory, if not a landslide, and the electronic vote spit out something completely different. And here we are, 2 days after the election, and we still don't have a winner declared. It is this thin of a margin. It is razor thin. And the only reason Biden is still in this is because the massive amount of mail-in ballots, which can't be hacked. I can't emphasize that enough. That's the main reason Donald Trump didn't want the mail-in ballots counted. Number one, he knew that they're going to skew Democrat because more mail-in ballots were sent in by Democrats this year because of COVID-19. Democratic voters didn't want to go to the polls and mix with a bunch of people. But the other reason, the more important reason, the one that Donald Trump knew and had planned for was you can't hack a paper ballot, absentee mailed-in ballot. So he was fighting them as if his life depended on it. And in a way, it does. Because if he does not get reelected and he gets booted out of the White House, there's a great chance he's going from the White House to the big house. And he belongs in jail. That's where he belongs. He knows it. I know it. We all know that. Hello, America. My name is Tom Wright. I'm the founder and editor of Strong Liberals. Please subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends and family. So that's it for today. But I will be providing you more commentary, insight, and analysis in the coming days and weeks, covering this massively important story. The story, one of the most important stories of our lifetimes, the life and possible death of American democracy. And remember, Strong liberals make a strong democracy.